Welcome to Such a Voice on YouTube. In this video series, I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to market yourself, avoiding common mistakes along the way that often result in frustration and a lack of job opportunities.
Such a Voice.
Voiceover training and demo production.
Let's take a look at how most people try to get into the business. Now, if this has been you, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, most people try to get into the voiceover industry this way without realizing that it's ineffective. Week 1. With great enthusiasm, you record and post your newly produced demos online. Week 2. You audition as one of 200 other voice talents, many of whom have more experience and a reputation. Week 3. You continue to audition in the same way, plus you send your demos to the top talent agencies in New York City and LA. Week 4. After weeks of trying, you still have yet to receive any calls from the top agents in New York City and LA. Also, you have had very little response to all the time and effort you've put in to auditioning online. Skip to week 10. Frustration is really starting to set in, and despite your persistent effort, you have yet to get a voiceover job.
You have no messages.
Skip to week 30. You finally booked a voiceover job. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay very well. You've had enough. You decide to throw in the towel. You're frustrated with your lack of success. Don't let this be you. One simple yet powerful piece of advice that has worked for voiceover talent all over the country is this: market yourself as a voiceover artist from a large market, and then target companies from a smaller market. If you market yourself the right way, you can skip the pain of trying and failing and start succeeding in getting the voiceover work that you love. When we recommend people market themselves as voiceover talent from a large market, we're not just talking about New York City, LA, Chicago. We're talking about many, many markets all over the country. Most people live several hours outside of a major market, if not closer. So pick a town in that area where people there refer to when they say, "I'm going to the city." For example, if you live in Elk Grove, California, then Sacramento is the nearest larger market to you. Imagine you grew up 1 hour outside of Chicago, and one summer you're traveling to Orlando, Florida, and someone asks you, "Where are you from?" You say, "I'm from Chicago." You've probably been using that kind of technique in everyday life without even knowing it. If you're from the greater New York City area, for example, you need to leverage that. It's crucial. You tell somebody outside of that area that you're from New York City, and they're going to automatically assume that you are at the top of your game. Now that you understand why it's important that you market yourself from a bigger market, you've probably picked a city that you want to associate yourself with. You're going to want to find targets in smaller markets. Start by making a list of different industry types that hire voiceover talent on a regular basis. Advertising agencies, production houses, television production now I'm talking about, or video production, telecommunications companies that do on-hold messaging, publishers, audiobooks, video game, web developers, e-learning. There are many companies in markets all over the country that need your voice. Once you have your target list, you're going to want to contact those companies and find out who the decision maker is. Have a conversation with that person. It may be the creative director, could be the director of marketing. You may want to ask who manages the talent. When you talk to that person, Get permission to send your demos to them so they can click and play from a short, casually worded email. Follow up with that person in a few days, get their feedback, get their thoughts, establish a relationship, and then stay on their radar by following up with them every couple of months. It's amazing how well this simple formula actually works, and it's working for voice talent all across the country. At Such a Voice, we not only train aspiring voice talent to become full-fledged professional voiceover artists, we give you the marketing tips and the technical skills to be able to follow through and have fun and be successful in this exciting and growing industry. For more information on programs and services that we offer, check us out online at suchavoice.com.